Hi, kitty. Yeah, is it time to wake up? Time to wake up, go see what's outside? Yeah? Good, what's out there? Waking up in Goldland for the first time today. Well, first time this year. It's amazing out here. A little chilly this morning, around 45 degrees. But it's amazing. Surprised there's no deer up there this morning. Last night we had 2 of them. Oh, there they are. There's 3 of them right there. Yep. Hey guys, how we doing? Yeah. Looks like we got a dad, a mom, and a baby. Now that's awesome. All right. Hi, Katie. How you doing? All right, let's get the day started. Got a couple things to show you today. Oh yeah, we gotta break open. Oh, good morning to you. Gonna break open the Keene, the Mini Max. Gonna do a little more setting up in camp, and then we've got the Gold Monster 1000 to break out today. We got some big things. Kitty still has to eat her food. Yeah, you. All right, let's get the day started. Bye, guys. It is, I don't know, Tuesday or Wednesday, and it's in May. So maybe the 7th or 8th or 9th or something like that of May. I love not knowing the date. I really don't know the date. I don't think Kitty knows the date either. She only knows that there's everywhere she can go smell. It's awesome. So today, we've been up in Idaho for 3 days now. This is our 3rd day. First day we got up here in the afternoon. The road in is not the nicest road, and it takes about 3.5 hours to get here from the closest civilization. So it takes a minute to get up here. So the first day was just kind of hanging out, setting up camp. Obviously, you've seen camp. So getting ready, getting everything organized, breaking the trailer down, separating the Jeep. And then yesterday I went ahead and did the unboxing for the Gold Monster 1000, for the Keene Mini Max, the high banker slash sluice that hopefully we're going to be using up here. I found out the other day from a reliable source, I think, that they might not be doing dredging up here again this year, which means I'm okay with that, to be honest, because dredging is when you got to go underwater, wear scuba, all that kind of stuff, and I'm not against although doing that. The high banker, the Keene Mini Max, is probably going to be a key item this year. We can put a lot more material through it without classifying as hard. So I'm hoping to be able to get some good gold out of that. And then when I take it out of here, it's something I can use other places too. I can actually maybe bring it down to Prescott or bring it down to some places. Actually, I can't bring it to Prescott. Don't make pretend I didn't say that. I think you can only pan in the Prescott area. But you know, wherever I can go with a sluice, wherever I can go with this thing, I'm going to take it. It's nice. I found, well, on the opening box, the box opening of the Gold Monster 1000, I did find a 22 shell, looked like a little rifle shell. And then I started playing with it again later on that day, and I ended up finding a bigger shell, bigger gun shell. But I did watch some more videos. I think I got that shell. I'm going to keep the bigger shell as my first find kind of thing with the Gold Monster, even though it's not gold. Again, I'm not a gold detector. I am more of a playing in the water kind of person, and if I can find gold while I'm doing it, that's what I want to do. I want to play in the water. So does Kitty. Kitty loves the water, huh, Kitty? Want to go in some water today, Kitty, or what? What do you think? Hey, want to go in the water or what? You gotta say yes. Oh, yeah, Kitty wants to go in the water today, she says. Okay, so I've already got the Jeep loaded up. I've got the high banker. I got everything in there. I got all my mining stuff in there. I'm not going to go do a true day of mining today. What I'm going to do is just go and do a shakedown, set it up, do all my stuff. I don't have my wetsuit today. I'm not going to bring I might bring my wet boots, but I don't plan on getting in the water too much. I'm just gonna kind of go down there, set up, play with it for a little while, maybe detect a little bit, let Kitty play in the water, get out of here, camp for a little bit, and just go play around, see what it's like. You know, I wanna get used to it before everybody comes up. It is still early May. I got a couple people coming up in a couple weeks, and a couple more people coming up a couple weeks after that. And by the time everybody gets up here, I want to have it dialed in. One of the things I want to make sure is see how long I can run the electric water pump with the Mega 1. The Mega 1 has about a 70 amp hour lithium battery in it, and it's a lot heavier for me to carry than it would be if I was just to carry like a 100 amp hour lithium battery, like a Litime little smart. I have a little extra mini that almost fits in my back pocket, and it would be, you know, 100 amp hours with much smaller. And the electric pump did come with a alligator clips. I did take the alligator clips off and I put a cigarette lighter on there just so I can be able to use the Mega 1. I'm assuming the pump isn't going to take a lot of power, so I actually have a portable panel that I'm going to take down there with me and have it charging the Mega 1 at the same time as using the Mega 1. So that's one of the benefits of that unit, is that you can charge and use at the same time. So see what it does, so that basically when everybody gets out here, it's not, you know, go set up and only can run for an hour and, oh, I guess I gotta go charge a battery. I want to make sure I can be down there. We don't work 8-hour days. We only work 2, 3, 4-hour days, you know. So it's not like we got to run it for a long time, and it is not a huge pump. So I'm not that worried about it. But so that's what I'm going to do today. I just took Kitty for a nice little walk. Had a nice fire this morning. The fires are nice. It's a little chilly in here. It's high 40s still in the morning. The water is also in the high 40s. That's why I'm not used to it. I don't want to get in there just yet. So Kitty doesn't care. She goes in there and plays around and stuff like that. But we've also got I want to say a family of deer. I keep looking around because I'm expecting to see them. Normally Kitty will alert me to where they are. I think it's a mom, a dad, and a little baby one. I do have a video I'm going to be putting up soon of Kitty. We were at the Kingman Wash Beach, and there were donkeys, the burros or whatever they are, and one came right up to the tent and started hanging out with Kitty. And I have like a 20-minute video. I'm going to make it a little shorter than that, but you'll see they hung out. I mean, like, they didn't play because I didn't let Kitty go. Those back legs of those things are actually, the back and the front legs, those things are pretty vicious when they want to be. I heard they're some of the better guard dogs, as a matter of fact. So I basically held Kitty the whole time, or she was on a leash. I did that for both animals, kind of thing, just out of respect for the burro too. I mean, they are timid. They're as tame as a wild animal can be over there, because everybody feeds them and everybody hangs out with them and stuff. So they don't really, they don't shy away. They go up to people looking for food, actually. So so it wasn't the most surprising thing to see it come over and say hi to Kitty. But Kitty was also a very good girl. I got to give it to her. She was a very good girl. You'll see. So but she's in there somewhere right now. Oh, there she is. Hi, Kitty. Yeah, this is your land out here, huh? Cold. And able to just run around. Back in Pahrump, we had 1.25 acres of fenced-in land, which in its own right is amazing. You know, you let Kitty outside, you don't have to worry about nothing. You don't have to worry about anybody coming in the yard either, so no dogs, it's just whatever. Out here, it's a different way of thinking like that, because there's no fence, obviously, but Kitty knows to stay close enough that I don't have to worry about it. And I think the worst thing around here for Kitty is ticks, to be honest. I don't know of any, gnarly spiders, gnarly snakes, nothing like that. Those are usually down south in the hot areas. So I'm not really worried about Kitty getting into those kind of things. There are bear out here, but I didn't see any last year, and everybody that's around here says that they haven't seen one in a long time in this area. So I'm not really too worried about that. Kitty, what you doing? What you doing? You smell something over there? Yeah? Something in that pocket? So I am going to go back up to camp. I'm going to hop in the Jeep. We're going to go exploring some spots. I know of a couple spots. There's a gentleman up here that has a couple other claims are next to our claims. And I went and talked to him yesterday, and he was okay with me going and working his land for him, or not for him, but working his land. And usually what you do is you give the landowner 10%, stuff like that, whatever you find, which is okay with me. 10% of whatever I find is still free for me. So, and he's got I think three good spots that we can actually do some work on. So it'll be nice. it'll give everybody their own spot. I mean, it's I think it's quarter mile spots, but still, he's got some nice land that hasn't been worked in a while. So, and he's also got a wicked nice trolley car. I think it's broke on the other side, so it'll be scary because it's tall. So trying it might be dangerous, but that's my middle name. But yeah. So, all right, Kitty, you ready to go? And go get some gold? I'm gonna try to get some gold. Yeah. All right, come on, come on. All right, everybody. See you down next to the river. Come on, Kitty. pretty sure that's set up. What do you think, huh? Right? That's the easy part of this. I think that bottom is a little bit of an angle, but we'll see. I just turned the pump on now. There it is. This is quite awesome, I gotta say. Water coming down, going over the riffles, going over the grizzly, gorilla, something, whatever it is. Going down, that shouldn't be too bad. That's probably not as much water as a lot of you guys would like to see actually, but again, I'm not a fan of the super fast water. I don't know, man. So, and as of right now, I do have it hooked up to a cigarette lighter plug, plugged into the Mega 1. So, let's see how much power this thing actually uses. It's saying, I doubt you're going to be able to see that with the sun right now, but it's saying it's using about 80 watts. Constant, about 79, 80, 81 watts. So I'll be able to use that to do some math later on. But let's see what this thing does. I'm going to throw some dirt through here. The dirt that I'm throwing through here really isn't, it's probably not going to be super gold. It's just right here on shore that I'm going to work off of. So, I'm not going to say that it's going to be gold laden, but this is just getting me used to using this machine before everybody else gets up here and I look like a fool. You know what I mean? So let's see what we can do. I mean, this should just be shovel right in. Water is amazingly cold. I did not bring my right shoes today, and I am not liking it.
McCarty, what the heck? I've been told by a bunch of people that this is the stuff that when you get it, you really make sure you rinse it out. Because there's sometimes it's over. There's plenty of quartz in the rocks, plenty of all kinds of different minerals out here. You do see some really cool rocks here and there out here. Besides the gold ones, I should say. I think that's basically multiple pieces of quartz in there, multiple different colors. That's what it looks like if you don't classify. Classifying would be with you guys. I'm going to do some classifying right now. And then you'll see, I didn't bring the bucket down, so I'm just going to kind of do a little one. But you'll see the difference. Like even when I have the big rocks in here, as I classify them out, I guess depending on how many people we have working with us at the time, that would be the difference between it being, that would be the difference between it being classified and not classified. That'd be amazing. Break it down, put it in here, and see if we can fan anything out of it. How's that sound? Alright, that's what we got. So, looks like there is some black sand in there. My feet are pretty much numb right now, just so everybody knows. So what I did was I'm going to use this one as a pan bucket. Because that water is moving around too much, and I feel as if it might have been taking some of the stuff out of the pan on me. No, I'm not the best at this, guys. I'm not even close to the best at this. I'm probably close to the worst at this, probably. So, let's see. If there really was any gold in there. I think what I saw was a piece of mica, to be honest. They're all over the place out here, and it makes much more sense that it was mica than it was gold. Actually, what I should say is, yeah, you can even see some of the mica in here shining. If you can see the shinies in there, that's mica. It's not gold. But that was a good first use of the high banker. I'm really going to get my feet out of this water.